We started at the beginning of season 3. It was an episode, I forget the title of it, but it was with Kurt Rambis in it. And that was, I would say to that point, the most difficult job I'd worked at, rewarding career-wise, and, you know, really, really funny people like Garry and Tom and Max and Ellen Zoibel. But the way that that show ran, I think that Garry, who again is one of the 5 funniest people I ever met, would have difficulty deciding on what he wanted to do. And so we would go back and forth during pre-production and really not settle on anything. And he much preferred just kind of like improvising and doing things on the, you know, on the fly. So you would work a lot of really late nights because you would suddenly change the premise of something. Like almost every script would be read and then completely thrown out. Even if it got, like we had one where Garry had pitched the idea to us. He said, I failed my driver's test and I think I'm stupid. And it read really funny, but he goes, yeah, I don't like the way we're doing it. So it was rewritten that he talked to his brain, and his brain again was Stuart Pankin, really chubby, out of shape guy. And then by the end, it was a real muscly guy. And it was really funny, and it was totally different from the original draft we had written. And that was that show. You know, it was, you were spending, you know, late nights, and it wasn't full time. It was, you know, half the year, but each week, you know, each show that we did, it was like, you know, say taking another island, you know, in the World War II for the U.S. Army. It was very, I think, revolutionary for the 80s. And it was, you know, in this time when there were very conventional sitcoms, Garry was aware that he was the star of a sitcom and had a funny theme. It was basically, you know, this is the theme to Garry's show, the opening theme to Garry's show. And then, you know, this is the part where I start to whistle and the singer would whistle. And Garry would know that, you know, everybody was a character and that, you know, he could speed up time. But again, it was like when you got there, there would be rules about what you could do and not do, and I'd be very confused. Like they'd go, we'd have, you know, like a Brady Bunch thing, and they go, no, we wouldn't do that. We were going to have a flashback hat. That's what we'll do. And I go, but wait, which is crazier? I don't. So, you know, but it was funny. I mean, and it was, you know, a great job to have worked on. They would have modules rewriting different portions of the script all the time. So they'd go, okay, you guys take this scene and just rewrite it and do this. And you guys take that scene and rewrite it. Usually Tom and Max would work with Ellen Zoibel, and Mike and I would either be by ourselves or maybe with Garry, but Garry was often rehearsing. So we were just writing whatever they asked us to write, and also trying to think of ideas for the show, which was hard because Garry would go, I don't think that would happen to me. So one of the writers, Max Pross, said, what we should do if we want to pitch an idea is make it happen to Garry in real life, and then you can pitch it to him. Because like, oh yeah, that's true.
Did you actually do that?
Not quite, no.
Almost?
But we definitely, we knew everything about his life by the end of the time that we were on that show. He shared it, you know, he's very open, you know, about his life, and he's had some very sad things happen, but, you know, turned it into just being extremely funny. He nearly died in an auto accident, and that's why he stopped being a writer and wanted to become a performer. You know, so there was a lot of very interesting stuff that made him who he is. And again, very, very funny.